Welcome to the Sheep Up Network, where we talk books, authors, and publishers. I am Shanita Finesse, CEO and founder of She Publishing LLC. And today we have another amazing interview. We will be interviewing and introducing you to one of our authors who just launched her new book. This conversation you are going to absolutely want to be a part of, y'all. But before we begin and before I introduce not only my author, but a friend, someone I would consider a friend, I want to let you guys know some of the things that we got going on at She Publishing LLC. So I do want to let you know that this year we will be having our 2025 Authors Gala where we are celebrating books, authors, and publishers. The She Conference will be September 19th, 20th, and 21st. It's a 3-day event. It will be at Lakes at Lacey's, but the main event, the gala, will be Saturday, September 20th. So we want you guys to come out where we can celebrate. If you are writing a book, interested in writing a book, or have a friend who's writing a book, or just the guest or family of someone who will be honored, we want you to be there and we want you to register for your tickets while they last. So, again, we will be partnering with Cooper's Hawk as well as Lakes at Lacey's. Um, so, again, day one, September 19th, is the meet and greet. We're going to have a couple of competitions. We're gonna have a book cover um challenge, as well as we're gonna be promoting the author's books, whoever want to be a vendor that night. And then day two is the actual author's gala. And then day three, we're going to have Zoom sessions and interviews on the Sheep Hub Network. All right. So another thing that I want you to be aware of is there will be a writer's cruise, a Meet the World Solutions writer's cruise. It's an adults only cruise. It's August 29th through September 3rd. Meals are included. They're all balcony rooms. And if you want to know more information about that, let me see if I could stop this banner really quick. If you want to know more information about it, please go to www.mtwimagesolutions.com /cruise. So again, that's some of the things that we have going on that we really want you to know about. And so without further ado, I'd like to introduce you guys to the author of, let me get it right, The Beauty Beneath. Oh my gosh, wait, where's the cover at? Let's see. Yeah, the author of The Beauty Beneath, Unmasking the Realities of Lipo 360 Tummy Tucks and BBL Fairy Tales. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome Latoya Johnson.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Pleasure.
Man, so what's going on, Toya?
Nothing much. Just shucking and jiving. Trying to stay warm from the snow.
Right? This
I
is,
looked out the window. I was like, oh my God, what in the world? But it's Chicago for you, so we know. We
yeah.
know what's to come for January, February, and possibly March.
Exactly, exactly. It's gonna be rough for us. But you know what? Now that you
Mm-hmm.
say that, I do wanna give thoughts and prayers out to the people in LA, right?
Oh, yes,
With those
absolutely. Absolutely.
wildfires.
They need our snow.
Exactly, right? They need this snow. It's like,
They need our snow. Yeah,
gosh.
it's unfortunate, and this has been about far the worst that they have ever had out there because they have the
Yeah,
wildfires every year, but this is about far the worst that I have seen. So yeah, prayers out to them, absolutely, and all the
yeah.
other states that's not used to snowstorms, ice storms that doesn't have the equipment that we have, because this is what we're used to. Prayers to those states as well.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
They've been going
Um, yeah, one thing that I noticed because I've lived in Illinois and Indiana
through.
is that in Illinois,
Mhm.
they be on point with trying to get the streets good and everything.
Oh yeah.
But sometimes, I could tell when I'm entering Illinois and when I'm entering Indiana. I'm sorry, Indianans.
Yeah. I don't know. Indiana need to get it together.
Oh my gosh. Look, I love Indiana, but come on, and we gonna have to get it together.
Yeah, because it's all about safety. It's all about
Yeah.
safety, and yeah, they need to get it together. But yeah, that's one thing I can say. Um, Illinois, Chicago, they try to get it together, at least, and especially the main streets, where all the
Yeah.
traffic is, coming in and out of. So, but yeah, most
All
definitely. But other
right.
than that, I have been good. I've been good.
All right. Well, you looking
God is
beautiful,
good.
lady. I know that's
Thank
right.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
You like
Appreciate
the Betty Boop of the she family. You know what I'm saying?
it.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
But but for you guys who are viewing this, please make sure you post your name in the chat, where you're from, and drop a question for Latoya, because we were into your name to win a bag of stories, and that bag of stories might come in a box with the bag, but
Absolutely.
we want you to win, yeah, a bag of stories from our 12 days of Christmas from last year, from December, when we
Oh,
had that show. But yeah, but
cool.
okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Yes, ma'am.
So I
Let's
just
get it.
yeah, I jump right into it, okay?
Absolutely.
Latoya is you guys should know of Latoya because we did a book cover reveal for her already. And so I told her we was gonna come back once the book is published. And so now the book is actually published. It's
Yay.
beautiful. She's gonna be preparing for a beautiful book signing.
Yes.
So Latoya, your book, The Beauty
Stay
Beneath.
tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for the
Okay,
book signing.
exactly. So your book, it
Yes.
tackles some controversial topics. So
Hmm.
what was the driving force behind your decision to write about your personal experiences with cosmetic surgery? And
Well,
let's let the viewers know the name of the book again as well. I'll put it up on the screen too.
okay.
All
There
right.
she go. Thank
Beautiful, beautiful.
you.
All right.
Thank you.
So
Thank
yeah,
you.
tell
Thank
us
you. Thank
what
you.
inspires you for to do this.
Well, for one, I'm a massage therapist. I've been a therapist since 2013. And then I tapped into the plastic world, as I call it, with lymphatic massages and the women and the people that wanted to get plastic surgery. So I did my research, and then I dived into lymphatic massages. And so the goal was to release the lymphatic massages of clients. So once I started tapping into having clients from sun up to sundown, um, taking clients day in and day out for having lymphatic massages, I started running into clients that was not satisfied with their surgery. Be it that the outer wasn't appearing to what they expectations was, or they had complications. So because it started, you know adding up, the clients were starting to add up on being dissatisfied, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, you know um I have so many clients that's so unsatisfied, and I realized a lot of it is because of lack of information that they was receiving, and the self-care that they did not know about. after
Mhm.
having surgery. And then after that, so that's stuck with me. Then I started looking into receiving um, some work done for myself. And once I started doing that and I started doing my research more and more, um, realizing, I have people that had already had the surgery saying, oh, you're going to look good, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and things like that. And then when I finally had my surgery,
Mhm.
it was a whole lot of information that I didn't know that I was going to be going through my self care healing process. So with me, I put everything together as far as information, the lack of information that someone did not have, and then everyone goes through different things when it comes to healing. So I, at least if I can tell you what you may go through because it wasn't told to
Mhm.
me, that was my goal, to at least have this information on hand for someone that needs to know what the possibility of what you may go through, because I didn't have that. I had to learn as I went through it, and still
Right.
searching like, oh my God, going on YouTube, going Googling like, why am I going through this? Because my doctor, I asked questions, of course, but they're gonna give you the bare minimum. And if you don't ask, it won't be revealed. It won't be told to you. So I had to do a lot of
Exactly.
research as I go through my healing process and to find out this is why I'm going through this is what I need, and so on and so on. So that was my initial reason why I needed to have this all in one, this informational book
Yeah.
to present.
Yeah, and you actually answered my next question, which was going to be, what do you hope the readers take away from your book? And you've said it. You wanted to give them information because before you experienced it,
Hmm.
you was like, "Hold up, they ain't say nothing about this," you know?
I was like,
And
where did this come from? Like, wait a minute, you know,
yeah.
I was getting hit left and right on, what I was going through that wasn't told that I will be going through. Yeah, I know I was gonna be in pain. It's a surgery,
Right.
but I wasn't told the deep dive of the main things of what someone will go through. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I didn't know about this. No,
Right.
no,
And
I didn't
like,
know.
yeah, I remember like times going on either YouTube or social media because at some point they started to put it out there and to talk about like how
Hmm.
they
Hmm.
felt and different things like and what happened, but they probably was maybe still not sharing a lot of the information or whatever.
And they still don't.
Um yeah.
They
So
still
th
don't.
but that's why I'm glad you actually, put this book out because, um,
Hmm.
it's not only just it's for you to it's to help you even to make that decision whether you wanna do it or
Absolutely.
not, and man,
Absolutely.
like, I'm so excited about the book, like, I wanna jump and I'm trying to get to a place that I don't wanna rush to get to, but
Absolutely.
forget
Absolutely.
I don't wanna forget about it,
Yes.
but um, I'm going let me I may need to just try to write it down, but, like, in your book, you talk about, how some people, they see a body, they see somebody with a physique, and then they think that this is how I'm gonna look when I get mine, this is what it's gonna be. So, can
Absolutely.
you tell us, like,
There, yeah,
yeah,
it's
what's
what
your
they
view on
call
that?
a wish
Mhm.
picture. It's what they call a wish picture,
Okay.
which is not realistic, in my eyes. You can have a wish picture, and say, oh, I like how they look and things like that. But what what they get caught up in is they stuck on, I want to look like her, I want to look like that, which is
Right.
unrealistic. Why? Because we're all built different. We're all made different. What what you see on someone, your frame, we're all, our frames is all different. So you go to a doctor with a wish picture and think you finna look like this, and then you wake up and you are totally disappointed
Exactly.
because the doctor didn't wasn't honest with you to let you know that you will not be shaped or formed like this because your body frame is not the same as your wish picture, and that's just the bottom line. So yeah, it's considered, they call it the wish picture. And there, a lot of women, a lot of people are stuck on that. They're stuck on that. They stuck on what they see in the tabloids, on TV, on social media, the reality stars, the stars. Oh, I want to look like this, I want to look like that. And it's not, it may not happen like that because you're not built the same, you're not made the same, so we're not going to look the same. Even with me, as if I give out my information on my doctors, I still tell someone, you still need to do your research. Because we're
Mhm.
made different. We all made different.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was first looking into having my surgery, it was brought up to me, you need a wish picture. You need a a wish picture. And I'm like, what is a wish picture? I
That's my
didn't really
first
even
time
know
hearing
what
of
the
a
wish.
wish picture.
Yeah, I didn't even really know what a wish picture was. So a friend of mine, she's showing me these different pictures of, someone that she likes, the physique and things like that. And
Mhm.
I'm like, "Nah." So when I did my consultation, my virtual consultation, I was like, do I need this? I'm like, I don't even think because in my mind, I already was like, I want to look natural. I want to,
Right.
I want to look like this belongs to me because it
Exactly.
is me. So I was like, yeah, and I brought that up to the nurse, my consultation, um,
Mhm.
and she laughed because I was like, I don't want to look like no video vixen. I was like, I don't want to look.
Yeah.
And she started laughing. And and that's where it came, where she spoke about the wish pictures. She was like, we kind of
Wow.
like give them some type of idea, but, in reality is, basically what can happen for you, and what you need for yourself. And it just so happens that my first doctor um, focuses on natural looks, and I'm like, everybody
Wow.
like, your big booty. I'm like, well, at least it matches my body, it matches
Exactly.
my frame, things like that.
Look, come
So,
on, let's look at the
but
picture. Let's take a look at the picture and make sure. Let's
right,
let
I'm like,
let us
that's what the
determine.
goal was.
Let
By
us
that bow,
determine this.
determined it. Because I'm like, it matched my body frame, it matched me. So,
Yeah.
and that's what I was going
Yeah.
for. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they have out here, and they focus on, wish pictures, and they focus on, what someone else looks like. And it really needs to be,
Yeah.
what works for you. Because what works for you, and then this is the thing, what doctor works for you may not work for me. What works for me may not work for you. It's all the same.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
that's
think
why you
you
have a lot of people that's unsatisfied because they're chasing an image that they're never going to get.
yeah, and that I believe that is a chapter in the book, and I love that chapter because it is just so true. Our body types are different. We shape different. Some people are long. Hey, I don't know the
Yes.
different sizes or whatever, but I
Yeah.
think that's a really good point.
But
But
they
I
get
am
it.
gonna,
They get it. We all made different. So,
yeah,
and it's self-explanatory when you say we are all built different. That's self-explanatory. If if someone
but
needs
people
me to
don't
go,
understand that part.
If it needs me to break it down, I just did a little bit, but I can, in a different setting that can be broken down even more.
Yes.
Or guess what? It's definitely in the book. It's definitely
Yeah.
in the book
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
on, you
So,
know,
yeah. So before I get to my next question, I wanna go back and just ask a question that some people may have, in the chat,
mm-hmm.
and that is like, some people say stuff like, why did you even decide to do it? And, sometimes people actually have to get it done, but it's like, why did you decide
Absolutely.
to
Yeah.
do it? Why did you decide to take a risk to
And
have surgery?
okay. And when you say risk, life is risky. Life is
Please, I
risky.
want, and that's the point.
Yeah,
I want you to
life is
expound
risky.
upon.
Mhm. Absolutely. Life is risky. We so society is so focused on hearsay, but life is risky. As we know, it's trials and tribulations on anything. We have had, you know, sadness on incidents that's unexpected.
Mhm.
Yes, now is plastic surgery a choice? Absolutely. But it's a choice, but my goal and my the reason why I wrote this book is if you're going to do it the right way. At least have the right
Yeah,
information, at least focus on the right information, at least get the right doctor. Because guess at the end of the day, and no matter what, whether it's plastic surgery, someone want an ear piercing, someone want a tattoo, if they
somebody having a
want,
baby.
if somebody want a baby and they say, no, you too young to have a baby, and they're gonna do what they want to do, whether they're young or old.
Mhm.
Am I right? So my thing is, if you're gonna do it the right way. At least have the right information to do so. Because in my experience and what I have dealt with, a lot of the mishaps is because of lack of information and lack of
Absolutely.
research. So yes, the reason why I did what I did for myself, because I did it for myself. I didn't do it for reality. I
Mhm.
didn't do it for how someone else looked. I did it for myself because I have two grown kids. I done had surgeries, tubilations. I done had a hysterectomy. And I'm just putting it out there because my book is my advocate. This is everything.
Yes.
I'm an open book when it comes to this because I'm serious about helping this plastic world situation. So
Yeah.
I have all of this. I'm a workout guru. I teach aerobics. I teach dance. I taught toning in boot camp. So I'm in shape. I've been in shape. So the working out and the cutting back on food and dieting, that's hands down. I don't have a problem with that.
Mhm.
It's just the fact that my little fupa that I had was not. I can do 100,000 crunches, sit ups, whatever the case may be. There will never be a machine or any diet that can get my
Yeah.
stomach or the size that I wanted, my waistline, the way I wanted it to be. I'm not having no more
Mhm.
kids or anything like that. So I did this for me. I did this, uh,
Right.
had this tummy tuck and lipo for myself to shape and reconstruct my buttocks for myself because I'm like,
Right.
I'm not having no more kids and this and that. So I needed to get my body back the way I wanted it for when I was a little younger.
All
and
right.
now I and now I have it, so I just keep up with it. I still work out, I still
Yeah.
watch what I eat and things like that. But the main goal was I did it for myself. I didn't do it for nobody else.
Yeah. And the main goal of your book is to give information. And so which
It's
leads me to my
information.
next right, which leads me to my next question, which you mentioned in the book about the realities of these procedures. So
Mhm.
can you share maybe one or just an insight into the challenges and unexpected aspects of that experience that
Absolutely.
surprised you?
Um, a lot of the unexpected situations that we have heard in the in the news or word of mouth is, we have situations where deformity, death toll, um, just someone not um, that's unhappy with their surgery, and the main thing is not going to a board certified doctor that focuses on the main thing that you want. If you're looking for a tummy tuck, if you're looking for the Lipo 360 BBL, you want to search and research for a specific doctor that focuses on those particular procedures. And so what we have out here is, women that are trying to do shortcuts and want to go out of the country, or they're looking at their finances and saying, oh, well, this amount costs this amount with this doctor, and I can go here and save two or $3,000. But at the end of the day, that may not work for you because of the mishaps, because that doctor that you went to, that person that you went to, may not be board certified, and they did not know what they were doing. If something has happened to that person because of the lack of information that you did, something easier for you to do. This is our life. Why wouldn't you do research and get the right proper information for you to get this surgery? Yeah, it's a choice. It's definitely a choice, but you still want to get the right doctor, the surgeon that can do the right procedure that you are looking for. That's just with anything, like prime example. And people do it for convenience, but sometimes convenience may not be the route to go just because it's convenience. I hear a lot about they don't want to go out of town, you know, but you're in town and you do it, and then you're still unsatisfied. So now you got to go again. You're forced to go again because your surgery didn't go well. So you're unhappy and you're forced to go back again because, for one, it may not, you don't look the way you wanted it to look, or you may have had some mishaps when it came to malpractice, and so you're forced to go back. So guess what? The money that you were going to spend because it wasn't convenient, now you're spending it two times, two, three times, when you could have went that one time and possibly would have been satisfied on what you wanted. All it takes is just information. All it takes is the right information, because you can't go to a dermatologist and ask for a tummy tuck. Make it make sense. That it doesn't work that way. That's why we have different titles in the medical field: primary care doctors, gynecologists, pediatric. That they all, yeah, it's the medical field, but that's why they have different categories for different things, because I have to go to my gynecologist for female situations. Yeah, my primary care know about the medical field, but it's things that the primary care doctor can't dive into because they're not a gynecologist, and vice versa, around, with all the doctors titles and things like that. Like, I thought it was convenient for me to go 10, 12 minutes up the street for my eye contacts. And guess what? I had to repay because they still didn't fix, they still didn't do what they were supposed to do. I
Right.
wasn't satisfied with my contact, and I only went 15 minutes up the street, but I had, and I paid more than what I usually pay with going to my facility that I go to that was 40 minutes away. I paid more and I wasn't satisfied. And guess what?
Mhm.
A cycle. I had to go back
Pay
to
more.
my
Mhm.
regular eye contact facility so they can get it right. And I even went back to the new place and was like, something's not right. My eyes, I still, this right eye, I'm still, and they did what they, supposed to have done, but it
Right.
still didn't satisfy me. So again, the convenience wasn't worth it, because I came out of more
Yeah.
money and I still wasn't satisfied.
Yeah, and but that's just like with any field,
And that's any
a legal field or whatever.
absolutely,
You have family attorneys, you have bankruptcy attorneys, you have
absolutely.
all these different attorneys. You ain't gonna go to a family
Very
attorney
much so. Criminal,
for
yes.
a criminal situation. So it's like you
They know
definitely
the
have to do
law.
your
They know
research.
the law. The border,
Yeah,
they know the law.
but they
So
don't know
that's why
that
we have
law. You
exactly. That's why
know,
we have different categories. You have criminal law. You have traffic attorneys.
traffic.
You have criminal.
Yes.
That's family law. You have attorneys for strictly for family, divorces. Things like that. They
Yes.
know the law, but that's why they have a title of what they specify in what they
Yes.
and that's the same thing with the plastic world. You have doctors that specifically focuses on lipo, tummy tucks, breast
Yeah.
augmentations and things like that. That's plastic surgery. You have cosmetic surgery and then you have plastic surgery. Cosmetic surgery is mainly face and up, like Botox, nose,
Okay.
mouth, but it's still in the plastic world. But you can't go to if they're not board certified to do tummy tucks, lipo 360, BBLs, Brazilian butt lifts was what I'm saying for BBL. You can't go
Mhm.
to a dermatologist if they not if they didn't go to school and they're not board certified to do a tummy tuck and think they can do a tummy tuck, and you're gonna be satisfied and wake up and say, this is what it should be. It's not
Yeah.
gonna happen. And it has been shown that doctors and the reason why a lot of doctors is tapping into it because it's a moneymaker.
Yeah.
Everybody is getting plastic surgery, but the crucial and the main purpose of information is you got to do your research. You got to
You
make
gotta
sure
do
this
your
doctor know what
research.
they doing when it comes to tummy tuck. Now, yes, it's risky and not saying that something may or may not happen if you even if you do, but you're cutting down
Yeah.
tremendously your risk of something happening if you go to the right doctor, if you go to the right
Yeah.
surgeon, you did your research, because we all human, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that we all human, but if I can cut down the mishaps tremendously, and I did my due diligence, if I know that I did my due diligence of researching the doctor from tooth to
Mhm.
nail, from top to bottom, and then after I had my surgery and I did everything that I needed to do as far as self-care, and
Yeah.
if I can do that, why not?
Yeah, and so for
Why
you,
not?
you not only talk about actually going through the process, but actually the care that you have to um
Have.
go through
Yes.
when that whole thing. Now, dang, it was something you told me, and it was the first time I was learning this. I
Uh-huh.
believe it was something that had to do with going overseas or going somewhere else,
Out of the
and
country.
you're signing off your organs and different
Uh-huh.
things like this.
Uh-huh.
And I don't mean to go too deep into the book. Y'all gonna have to read it though,
Yeah,
but it's some
yeah.
things in that book that you said that maybe others know, but it was something I didn't know. And I'm sure it's probably, when people are not reading the fine print, when they go into
Absolutely.
these places and not doing this research, they may not understand that. And then next thing you know, somebody done took out an organ that I really needed.
Absolutely.
And now I'm
And
I'm
you
broke.
and then you ain't
I'm
supposed to be
broke.
taking out no organs anyway. you know,
Yeah.
but that's
So
that's the importance on doing research. It's situations where facilities where they have out of the country where it has
mhm.
been multiple deaths, and it's like, to me, if you did your research, if you would have known that it was multiple deaths, why would you go? And
Right.
you do have some that may say, "Oh, that can't happen to me." Like, so don't get me wrong. That can be. You have someone that, oh, that won't happen to me. I just want to look like that.
Yeah.
They doing what they doing over there. I just want to look like that. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. It's so many different mishaps that has came up when it comes to, like you said, missing organs, uh meningitis. It's called meningitis. Uh a facility that has had multiple deaths because of their utensils that they use, and women that has went to this particular facility and had got caught up with some form of meningitis formity that they talked about. And
Yeah.
this has happened multiple times at this particular facility. So
Research. That's why you gotta do your research.
that's why you have to do your research. So,
Yeah.
and my take on it, it's cheaper. Yes. Is it worth it? No. And half of them doctors
Yeah.
over there are not board certified to do what needs to be done for healthy and successful surgery.
Yeah. And I
And
get and I guess we gotta say allegedly because I guess we really
allegedly,
don't know.
yeah, allegedly, but some of the stories, yeah, but some of the stories are put out there that they find that
Yeah.
some of the doctors that has had this mishap happen, that they wasn't certified, that they wasn't equipped to do
Yeah.
that particular surgery. So yeah,
Mm,
it's definitely, it is, hearsay and a mishap and things like that. But
but it's
if you do your
happening.
research, yeah, but it's happening. And if you do your actual research, whether it's in the news, on social media, things like that, you may end up seeing the
Right.
fine print on what possibly may have happened and the reason why it had happened to that particular person, or that situation. My take on it
Right.
is, for me, I don't care if it's a tooth, a heart transplant, or anything like that that I may need. But if
Yeah.
you can't speak English, I don't want you working on me. That's just the bottom line. I, I don't know
Wait, now
what you're saying.
do you feel the same way about the nail techs that you can't
The
hear
nail
the
techs, I hate.
do you get
You
out my
know what?
pass or what?
I, I have given them a chance, but I wear press-ons now. I'm tired of it. Like, barely I go, and okay, I try to go for my toes, my feet, or whatever, but
Mhm.
I'm cutting down on half a service, because it's like, what are we doing here?
What are we
What are
doing
we doing
here?
here now?
Oh my
If you can
god.
hear now, I can give you some directions on how I want my nails and how I want my feet, and things like that. Now that and we all have done different places. Like, yeah, we don't. I don't like. I'm not going back there. I'm not going back.
Yeah.
They didn't do right, things and that. And then it has been times where someone is working on my nails, or was working on my nails and working on my feet, and they're not understanding. So I'm like, can someone assist me
Exactly.
that understand what I'm talking about, because we're not getting nowhere. You're not understanding me. So why are we even why are we even dealing? It's not making no sense. So and I'm not put to
Exactly.
sleep. I'm not no anesthesia. This is I'm eye to eye. I'm looking at you. You looking at me. So just imagine, having a procedure done,
Mm-mm.
and they're not speaking
Can't.
English. You don't know what they're saying. You have to have a translator,
Mm-mm.
and you going under. You don't know what they're doing, and that's why you have
No.
the mishap. So somebody waking up and their organs gone. That's, yeah, no, that's not. So the only time that I want to go over out of the country is to wiggle my feet in the sand.
I know that's
So
right. That's about it, okay?
that's
Um,
about it.
so
That's about it.
so as far as after the surgery actually happened, so how did you navigate the emotional and psychological aspect of the
It was
decision
tough.
to go under the knife, and how can you prepare, how can others prepare themselves mentally, if they choose to take the
So
same path?
absolutely. Well, so my fear, I wasn't fearful of going under, having any anesthesia or anything like that. Um, because I have had several surgeries prior to, which was medical, that I went under before. Mhm.
Can you did you just say that you didn't do anesthesia? Wait.
No,
w-
I said I didn't have a fear of having anesthesia.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure I heard that right. Okay, okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't have
Now
a
I can
fear
put
of
you on
having.
solo. Okay.
No, 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 no. Yeah, I didn't have a fear of going under, and that's a lot of
Mhm.
that's I have realized a lot of people mishaps of they want to have,
Mhm.
a little nip and tuck, but they're afraid of going under. So that's one
Okay.
thing that I did not have, that that didn't bother me.
Okay.
Another thing is, I speak to the man upstairs. God, I pray to him that any anyone that came in contact with my situation, my whether it was far as the recovery home that I stayed in, the anesthesia department, any all the surgeons, everything. I asked God to cover all of them when it came to having my surgery, and asking Him that I have a successful and a blessed surgery throughout my journey.
Mhm.
That was the beginning of me getting into wanting to have surgery. It took a
Okay.
while because I did my research diligently, um, with speaking and doing virtual with different board certified doctors
Mhm.
before I finally made my final decision on who was best for me, that will give me the result that I was looking for. Um, After my surgery, of course, I wasn't 100% um, prepared for what I was going through, what I was going to go through, because I didn't know half
Right.
the stuff that I was going to go
Nobody
through.
told you. You didn't
So
have that book.
no, 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 no.
Right.
So I had the bare minimum of what to take when it comes to the pain and things like that. Of course, I knew about the lymphatic massages. Hello, of course of that. But as far as the whole aspect of what I was going through, what my body was feeling, things I didn't know anything about that. So I totally was like miserable, but at the same time, I had to push through,
Mhm.
and add extra skin to get through what I was going through with the healing process. And yes, was it hard? Absolutely. Did I give up? Absolutely not. Because in my mind, I was like, I paid this money. This is an investment for me, into me. So
Mhm.
I might have to do what I have to do, put my big pennies on, and make it do what it
Yeah.
do, and keep it moving. And that was my whole thought process through the whole self-care, going through the trials and tribulations of me doing what I needed to do, because I'm like,
Mhm.
it's temporary. I'm gonna get through it. I put money into this,
Right.
and I'm not gonna waste my time or the doctor's time. I noticed that from the beginning that the doctor did what he did. So it's like, okay, I know my job is next, and I'm gonna have to do what I need to do to bring it all together and do what I have to do. And that's what I did. That's what
Right.
kept me that's what kept me and helped me through a lot of prayer. Um, thick skin,
Yeah.
um, picking up extra things that I needed to do to make myself comfortable, to do what I have to do to make my self care a little more successful, and adding on doing the things that I need to do
Right.
to come out of this on top. And so that's what I did.
Right. Yeah, and look, I commend you for all that because me, let me tell you, I can't even get a shot at the doctor, okay? Like, when I'm
And
done getting a
I hear that all
shot,
the time too. Yes, I hear that all the time too. Like,
I
oh my
can't do
God,
it.
I can't stand pain. Like you, like my own mom. She can't. She's not. She not built
I
for
can't
pain
do it. I'm
at
not
all.
I'm not built for that because I'll be like,
Yes,
"Where's my sticker?" Where my sticker at? Because I did a good job, okay? I sat
yes,
here,
right.
I didn't
No,
give you a hard
see,
time, so and I mean, like,
mm-mm.
having babies though, it
Yeah, it's on a
you
it's a
you
total
pray.
different.
Yeah.
It's totally different. And then you hear the ones that say, oh, I have a high tolerance of pain. I have a high tolerance of pain, but baby,
Mm,
yeah, this pain is on a different level. Like you literally have to have some thick skin to deal with plastic surgery. Like this is not a walk in the park, even though people may think so,
mm-mm.
because so many people are getting it, so many women are getting it.
Yeah,
But this is not a walk in the park. This is not a comfortable situation at all.
yeah,
No way, shape, form, or fashion. I don't care how many people as you can see, that is
just doing
getting
it.
this surgery. This is not a walk in the park. It's not.
Yeah.
They may have, and every step, even from the beginning, from when I first had my surgery in 2020
Mhm.
to now, it has been improvements, because of course that's what doctors
Yeah,
do. That's what you do. You go and you research and come up with better ways to do certain things to make it easier, enlighten, things like that, whatever the case may
right.
be. And that's what anything. But for the plastic world, I've noticed and seen that it's certain things that wasn't done back then, and that's what 4 years ago, that they are doing now to kind of
Yeah,
at least ease or help certain aspects of them having surgery, to kind of like make it a little easier, as far as a little bit of the pain and things like that. You still gonna
mhm.
have pain, but it's they're working on things that can kind of like help you know ease the pain, or where you won't be in so much pain for so long,
So
possibly,
long.
and things like that. So it's always something that may come up that may help you, but
Mhm.
again, do your research, because all doctors are not practicing that. All doctors are not working on that. All doctors,
Exactly.
so if you do your research and you find this board certified doctor that's doing his or her the diligence, you will know, like, oh, this doctor is adding this to kind of like help with the pain a little bit after surgery, or whatever the case may be. But if you didn't do your research, you wouldn't know.
Right.
You wouldn't know. So
So like the theme for this year, cuz since
yeah.
since people ain't doing resolutions, a lot of people don't do
Hmm.
resolutions anymore because it'd be like by January 8th, you ain't did nothing. But
Yeah,
anyway, like
yeah.
the goal, the thing, the theme for She Publishing this year, 2025, is
Hmm.
thriving, striving to thrive together in 2025. And in doing that, it's about giving information. So I would
Absolutely.
say anybody who is interested in getting this done. So, well, number one, anybody who ain't interested
Hmm.
in getting it done, look, that's cool. It's okay. It's
But you
cool.
know
But this
somebody
is
that knows somebody
but you know
that
somebody that knows somebody who
absolutely,
probably
absolutely,
want to get it done or something like that. And
and they're
this
hesitant,
is
because they don't know.
yeah,
They're afraid. They hear the hearsay that's out here in the news and things like that. So they're skeptical.
yeah.
This book will help them. You may
It
not be
it
interested in it.
will.
You may not um, care for getting this type of surgery, but you know somebody.
Yeah, and some people won't even say
No.
that they're even thinking about it, and then they go through all
Yes.
of this process by
Yes.
itself, and
Yes.
Imma get back to because you are
Absolutely.
somebody who could help them through this, like, throughout the whole process.
Absolutely.
But one
This
of
is
the things
not
in the
something
book
that you need to hide. This is not because
but
it's the
they
norm.
do, but
Is
people
it,
are
yeah,
hiding
and that's what
it.
I said. They do. They're hiding it very much so. But I'm here to tell you this is not something that you have to hide, because at the end of the day, it's not going anywhere.
Mhm.
I feel like, yeah, it's certain people that get it for the wrong reasons, but if you're gonna get it, whether you're gonna get it for the
Get it
wrong reason
right.
or the right reason, just get it right. Just do it the successful and healthy way. And that's all that I'm pushing for. You know, whether you
Right.
do it the right way, which that's what you're supposed to do or you should do. But if you're doing it the wrong way, mentally,
Yeah.
physically, whatever the case may be, just do it the right way as far as medical standpoint, and having the right person do it. That's all I'm saying. Having it successful,
Right.
and that's it. But this is not something that you need to hide, because that can damage
Y
you in the long
yeah,
run.
it
Because
it
if you're
really
hiding it, that means it's judging your is clogging your judgment on doing the right things to do and getting the right information. Because if you're doing it the wrong way, yeah, you're not focusing
no,
on.
and nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know you're interested in doing this. But like if I have a friend who's interested in doing it, I'm like, hold up, hey, read this book before you even do it
Mhm.
because you even have a
Absolutely.
section in there, like a questionnaire section where ask yourself these questions so you can see
Absolutely.
if you doing this for the right reasons or if you've
Absolutely.
done what you need to do, the research that you need to do to get it. Like you can join social media groups and different things like that. And I
Absolutely.
learned this from you, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes, they
And the
have
book.
groups out here, and the groups you have to get accepted in, of course, from
Mhm.
the administrator, and it just basically the women that's in these groups are given their hard on life experiences of the surgeries that they have had. And then there's women that are in there that are looking to go to those particular doctors, and they asking different questions and things like that. So is information in there, is pictures, things like that women are not afraid to share, whether it's the good or the bad. But at least you have that to go off of on some of the things that these women that we talk about when it comes to surgery. And again,
Right.
a lot of them, they only some of them going to give you the bare minimum, but you do have some that speak about what they went through, and they speak about what they don't like, the surgery that they had, and the reason why they want to go back for a second round because of whatever the reason that they are going for. You have that,
Mhm.
those certain groups. So yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Well, we have about 5 more minutes left,
Mhm.
and it's 2 things that I want the, audience to know.
Okay.
One is where can they get your book? And then the second one is I want them to know that you actually have a business where you do, the massages and stuff like
Absolutely.
that, and that there's an additional component to your services as far as
Absolutely.
if somebody is going to have the surgery, what services can you provide for someone?
So for one, I'm rebranding um, everything. So if you want to reach out to me, I do have a link that you can go to with She Publishing. You click on the link if you want to purchase my book that way. Also, I am in the process of redoing my website, which will be a connection with She Publishing. So once we're fully done with that, you can go on to She Publishing. I'm gonna have a QR code. You're gonna click on that. You'll be able to see all the services that will come with me being via a regular massage therapist, and definitely being a lymphatic massage therapist, which is the service when it comes to plastic surgery. If you have a tummy tuck, if you have a BBL, Lipo 360, and things like that. So everything is in the making for that. But if you also want to reach out to me now, you can reach out to She Publishing, where they can connect with me and I can speak with you via web, or we can exchange numbers and go from there as well.
Yeah, I done muted myself. But yeah, so not only she publishing, but she is on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, all of those other platforms. She's actually on several different platforms, but um we will also see her at the She conference where I want her to have a individual session for those who are interested in the session. So you will be able to go to to www.shepublishingllc.com. You can click on Latoya's name, and we are going to update the website where you can see her services, so you can link directly with her through her email. So you might want to have that one-on-one session, but then hopefully we haven't did the schedule or anything, but hopefully Latoya will be available on the 21st for a virtual Q&A, so you guys can purchase her book. Anybody who's in her session, you purchase her books and purchase a book, and you can have the Q&A with her. So we are excited about that.
Yes,
Yeah. So
absolutely,
is there
absolutely.
so in closing, is there any other final words that you have for the audience?
Well, yes, I just want to say when it comes to getting plastic surgery, again, whether it's Lipo 360, BBL, which is the Brazilian butt lift, tummy tuck. When it comes to, like, I'm one and all. You have someone that is very knowledgeable when it comes to the plastic world, as well as I care about the success and the health of each client that I have. So even though my surgery was successful, I would like yours to be successful too. And I'm 4 years in, and I still do what I need to do to keep it together.
Yeah.
So you have the best of both worlds, I shall say, when it comes to, if you want me as your therapist, um, and very informational, all of that, you have the best of both worlds,
Yeah. All right, you
and someone
guys.
that
Well,
cares.
yeah. And that's for sure. And for me, that title, The Beauty Beneath, yeah, while we're talking about the maybe cosmetic surgery or plastic, whichever one,
Hmm.
um, Latoya is beautiful underneath all of that. Okay. Her heart is pure. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's going to give you the real. I don't know how much I've actually learned so much just having conversations with her, y'all.
Yeah.
So getting the book, diving into it, coming up with your questions, and joining that Q&A session with Latoya, and even hiring her, you know,
Yes.
it's appreciated. Like somebody told me, I think it was probably Shartia, told me it was something
Hmm.
going on with her foot, and you put the magic
Yes.
hands on them
She
foot.
was going through for about 3 months, and I'm like, we working out together. We taking classes.
You
You
got a
doing my class. I'm
friend.
doing, and she been dealing with this pain in her foot for over 3 months, and I'm like, what is going on with you? 5 minutes in, and she hasn't had that pain no more. Like,
She tell me about that all the time, and I be like, "Look, we're gonna have to set up something so I can have my
mhm.
girlfriends over here, and we can be drinking
Yeah,
on some sangria or
absolutely.
something."
Absolutely.
And
And I'm just one of the I'm just I just keep it real. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to say anything to you just so it satisfies you, because that's not doing me nobody. That's not doing me any good,
mhm,
and it's darn sure not going to do you any good by me just saying anything just to get back, for you to get by, or just to make you feel good.
mhm,
That's not me. So I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm going to say what it is
the truth,
and let it be. And that's it. That's all. I'm not going to twist your arm, but I'm going to tell you what it is, and it's your choice to accept it or not accept it. And that's it.
right, right. Well, I do want to say thank you so much.
Thank
Um,
you.
for coming back on the show, the Sheep Up Network, and
Yes.
you are actually a nominee of the Sheep Hub Network Award because you've done this
Oh,
interview. So what that means is, you guys, y'all gonna have to like, comment, subscribe to the
yes.
Facebook channel and to the YouTube channel, because we're gonna drop this is on YouTube as well. So just like,
Okay.
subscribe, comment, even if you go back to the video and just, we want Toya to have as many views and as much activity as
Yes.
possible, because that's going to help her to get that Sheep Up
Yes.
Network award. So, all right. Well, thank you,
Thank you.
Toya.
I
All
love
right.
you. I love you
Love you
guys.
too.
Thank
Love
you
you
so much.
too.
Yes. And see you soon.
See you soon. All right. So I do want to let you guys know that there's one event that I did want to promote today as well. So we promoted the gala, the 2025 She Conference and Networking Convention. Get your tickets while they last. We promoted the Writers Cruise, the adults only Writers Cruise, which is August 29th to September 3rd, and She Publishing will be on that cruise. And then I also wanted to promote the Windy City Invitational. This is a the ultimate gymnastics competition. It's January 17th to the 20th. It's at Navy Pier. So I'm just letting you guys know that there is so much that we have going on. There's so much that our authors have going on. This particular event is being hosted by one of your brothers in authorship. His name is Darion Knight. He worked the book. He wrote the book "Did I Make You Proud?" So, and then as soon as we get the information for Latoya's event for the Beauty Beneath Her book signing, we're gonna let you guys know that. So whether I'm doing an interview for someone else, I'm gonna make sure to promote all events that we actually have going on, because it's all about being of support to the people on the She family, as well as any other authors who are interested. So, with that said, again, thank you for joining us tonight, and make sure you purchase The Beauty Beneath, and you can gift it to a friend. If you get the book from She Publishing LLC, you will get it in some great packaging. So you can get two, y'all. You don't just got to go get one, you can get two. But this is how the product packaging looks. And then once you open it, you might want to set it up, But with that said, Thank you for joining us, and I will see you guys next Tuesday.